Welcome, everyone. Today, we're exploring one of the most foundational concepts in Montessori philosophy, self construction. Dr. Maria Montessori discovered this idea not by imposing a theory on children, but by observing them deeply. What she found reshaped education. Children are not passive recipients, we don't fill them up. Instead, they are actively building themselves from birth. Maria Montessori's method didn't start as an instructional system. It grew out of what she saw children doing. She noticed consistent patterns. At every stage of development, children showed her what they needed, and she responded. This makes Montessori unique. It is child revealed, not adult designed. Maria Montessori saw that children aren't simply small adults. They think, feel, and learn differently. Each stage of development has unique characteristics that require specific forms of support. Self-construction is the child's internal process of creating their personality, abilities, and identity. The child becomes who they are through interaction with their environment. Children aren't empty vessels waiting for us as adults to fill them. They are internally driven to create themselves, physically, emotionally, socially, and intellectually. Sensitive periods are windows of intense interest when the child is driven to master specific skills. When the environment meets these drives, deep connection emerges. Humans aren't born pre-adapted to any one environment. Children absorb the world around them, the language, the customs, the values, and they use those impressions to construct their identity. Maria Montessori urges us to think of children as whole human beings. They bring their entire selves into the classroom, and our approach must honor their humanity. When Maria Montessori provided developmentally aligned environments, observers were amazed at the transformation. The concentration, independence, and intrinsic motivation children showed. Children weren't new. They were simply allowed to develop naturally. Therefore, the environment must contain what the child needs: beauty, order, meaningful work, freedom, and opportunity. Children use these elements to construct themselves. Each plane of development has distinct needs. In the first plane, children learn with their senses, where in the second plane, reasoning emerges and children learn socially and collaboratively. The environment must be designed to match these needs. Dr. Montessori realized that children's natural development requires different adults, ones who observe, support, and guide rather than dominate and control. We need to step out of the spotlight and let the child lead. She compared adults to scaffolding around a building, essential during growth, but removed once it's no longer needed. We need to provide just enough support and then step back as the child becomes capable. Dr. Montessori also emphasized that no one can develop on behalf of another person. Therefore, our role as the adult is to set the stage and allow children to do the internal work they were built to do. We must trust that children can build themselves and will, whether we support them or not. Our job is just to provide optimal conditions, not to force growth that happens internally. Self-construction is the child's natural, sacred work. Our role is to support it with wisdom, trust, and love. We'd love to hear how you see self-construction unfolding in your environment. Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to follow us for more Montessori inspiration. Until next time, may your work with children be grounded in trust, curiosity, and deep respect for who they are becoming, all on their own.